Okay, this is my third time trying to get an all-white background for this video, so hopefully it's all white, and excuse Mr. Man right here. Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kim. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe down below. If you guys hear any background noise, the window is open because it gets so hot at my parents'. Anyway, today I'm gonna recap my first semester entirely online as a senior. Over the summer I did take one online course. That kind of didn't count for me as like a full semester online. I'm just gonna go over my fall semester to be exact. I'm just going to be reading from my iPad. If you guys see me looking down or see like a mysterious light going side to side, that is what I am doing. I feel like a lot of these videos were made for 2020's graduating class. I am a part of 2021's graduating class, so I do graduate next semester. And to kind of go over the like basics, I am 21 years old. I'm graduating in spring semester of 2021. I have a major in communications and media studies with a minor in marketing. I live off campus in an apartment with 2 other roommates. I kind of broke this down into like segments kinda. So the first segment was going over the basics, so now the second is going over the classes that I took. So just a brief overview, I took advertising and promotion, visual language, feminist media, coding, and public relations. So advertising and promotion is a fulfillment for my marketing minor. The professor was super sweet. He came from UNA. He's used to very large lectures, whereas Emmanuel College is a very small school. He followed the slideshow lecturing system. So basically everything he said came from a slideshow, which I personally cannot learn that way. I need someone to lecture me and like apply the learning in class. You guys know I hated anatomy. When my professor lectured, we applied that in lab. I'm also a very person-to-person learner. I can't learn through a screen unless I actually want to learn. So I feel like mindset had a lot to do with this semester, but I'll get into that. Yeah, advertising promotion was fine. I got an A in that class. I'll show you guys a proof. And I was expecting it because I did really well on all the projects. I went above and beyond. The homework was kind of tricky just because if you didn't show up to that class, you would have no idea what the homework was because there was no structured syllabus, which was really annoying. But the professor was super sweet. Like if you shot him an email and be like, oh hey, like I wasn't necessarily really paying attention in class, what was for homework, he'd give you the homework like no matter what. He was genuinely one of the sweetest professors I had all semester. So next class I'll talk about is visual language. This was my 3-hour class every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 11:50 a.m. This class was really painful. It is a graphic design class. Why do I need to take it? I don't know. It is just a gen ed according to Emmanuel College. It was a Photoshop and Illustrator class. Pretty much, this professor was super sweet, don't get me wrong, but this was the type of class you could fall asleep in and not worry about anything. As I said, the professor was super sweet, really knowledgeable about what he was teaching. It's just, you need breaks in these 3-hour classes because I cannot sit down at my laptop and just listen to someone blab on about art. I just can't do it. So it was really difficult for me to be engaged in this class. I'm someone that talks a lot and loves being engaged within a subject. It's just I cannot stay seated and listen to someone talk for 3 hours. It just doesn't work. There was barely any homework. It was hard to know what was even due in this class. It was again one of those classes where you had to show up and listen, and I understand why some of them did that because it did encourage a lot of people to come to class because I personally get anxiety when I don't know what's for homework. I'm a very planned out human being. I'm a Virgo if anyone. For my astrology people out there. My boyfriend is really advanced in like Photoshop and like Illustrator and all those cool design things because he is an architect, so he knows all that stuff. So if I didn't understand anything he was going over, I could just go to my boyfriend, which I was really thankful for. I know a lot of other people just didn't have that, so again I was super grateful for Kyle. Obviously you'll see with a lot of the gen eds that I'm forced to take, I'm not very nice about reviewing them because I genuinely genuinely see them as a waste of money. Next is feminist media. This was a part of my communications requirement. This was a 3-hour class every Friday. It was a good environment. It really was. The professor's super sweet. She was brand new to the school. She was really creative. She knows what she's talking about. Really encouraged like group work, which I actually don't mind. However, I'm always the one that initiates the talking and actually getting things done, so I hated the breakout room. We did that every single class, and I didn't mind it because it was a small class, so you were kind of forced to talk. That class overall wasn't terrible. However, I could not get over a B on any of the writing assignments, and I didn't understand why. I came to the conclusion that she just didn't like me, so I ended that class off with a B. Actually, no, I think it was a B+. I didn't participate all that much in that class, to be quite honest. She did implement a lot of breaks, which I did really love. She's super sweet, don't get me wrong. I just don't think she liked me. Okay, so next up was coding, or is coding. We're in present tense. Coding. So if you guys watched me throughout the semester, you know that this class caused me mental, physical, and emotional breakdowns every single day. I didn't work this semester, which I'll get into, and thank God I didn't. You need every living, breathing second of your life to get these homeworks done. It was every Monday, Wednesday, 1:25 to 2:40. I loved the professor. The professor, literally probably one of the most qualified human beings to be a professor. He actually knew what he was talking about. You could tell that he knew what he was talking about. I would go to him every single office hour because I broke it to him. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. This class was probably the only class I really learned a lot because he forced it, but in a good way. Like, he was the cold call type professor, but that's how I learn. So I can't get mad at that. As much as I say I hated the class, I just hated the material, but I managed to get an A in it, which I did not understand. I feel like it was a sympathy grade, but that was a well-deserved sympathy grade. Moving on to public relations. This class was so fun. I really truly love this class. The professor was the best. He was so fun, so understanding, so sweet. I had 2 major projects in this class, and one of them I just like couldn't get an interview for some reason. Like, I had to interview a PR professional, and I just couldn't find anyone that would respond to me. And one of the brands that I actually worked with, the representatives that I talked to, was like exactly what I needed for the project. I had a lot of missing pieces, and I emailed him, and he was just so understanding. This class was every Tuesday, Thursday from 10:50 to 12:05, and I think I got an A. So my GPA for the ending semester was a 3.8, and that is very typical for me to get every semester. The lowest I've ever had was a 3.6, I want to say. Besides the one Spanish class that I took, summer 1 was a B minus, I think, or a B, and it was like a 2.6 GPA. And then summer 2 I had an A, so that was a 4.0, but that was only one class. So now I'm going to talk about like some other things, like different like physical and emotional mental health. Again, I was living off campus in an apartment. However, if I had known ahead of time that all of our classes were going to be online, I feel like I could have lived elsewhere. I don't want to live in Boston forever. I felt really trapped in that apartment just because obviously Boston was always like a phase behind like other towns, so nothing was like fully opened. So I just felt really boring, and it just felt like not safe. The only people I had contact with was my 2 roommates. I'd visit my parents occasionally, and Kyle, obviously he lived like a few blocks away from me. Yeah, those were like pretty much the only people I'd contact with, and then I'd obviously visit my family occasionally and Kyle's family. So you guys know that I would babysit like every semester of college. However, this semester just didn't work, and I'm actually pretty glad that I didn't work because coding really took every single minute of the day away from me, so I feel like I couldn't work even if I wanted to. However, I do wish I did find some sort of job. You guys know I actually applied to this really cool job that I was really excited about, and I'll tell you guys now, it was Lululemon, and I would have gotten the job if I didn't have that 3-hour class on Friday. So that just made me hate the class because I really wanted the job. But when like my time opens up more, like I'll definitely reapply. And they offered me, they were like, if time opens up, like please reapply. why. Did wish I had some sort of job just so I could get out of the house more and have some more human interaction because I'm a very extroverted human being. Another thing is, you guys know I love my room, like love my room, and I made it specific to how I learn and all that, but however, not having like a library or like a coffee shop that I was able to go to like mask free and like do my homework was just really killing me on the inside, because I really enjoy doing my homework in like a busy or like scholarly environment. So not being able to go to a library was really hard, and it's just like, oh my god, I'm living the same day over and over again. And if I didn't have my car and if I didn't have Kyle, I feel like I would just be so not me. So I'm really genuinely thankful for both. I wanted to talk about a few products that were absolutely essential for me this semester and next semester going in. You need an iPad, you need one, and you need a laptop. iPads and laptops combined are like a power tool. I know I'm really blessed and really lucky to have both of those things. However, I did pay for both of these things, so I did work for these myself. I was not gifted these at all. It's literally a power tool. Having my iPad to like take notes on, or just like have as an extra screen so I could multitask. You guys know I learn best when I multitask. Having the laptop and the iPad together is really good, and you should definitely consider. I think like the iPad mini Air is a lot less expensive than the iPad Pro. I'm just trying to be helpful here. I think iPad and laptop combination is a game changer, especially if you're going to be all online for God knows how long. And then you want a nice quality headphone. So I have the AirPod Pros and I love them so much. You definitely need them because like if you live with roommates like I do, if they're being super loud or if they're in class, like you need them. Or if like your class is being really loud, vice versa, you need them. One of the last segments, I'm going to talk about why this semester was the hardest. I couldn't just go like talk to a professor in an actual office, and I'm a face-to-face learner, so that was really difficult. And I love having that morning walk to school. As I said, I live off campus, so being able to like walk to and from school was like really healthy for me. So just like an overall, I feel like time is being wasted, and I most definitely feel like I'm not getting my money's worth. It's sad because it was all built up from like the second I started paying for college. And if I wasn't already a rising senior when Corona started, I would have deeply considered taking a year off. So where I'm going from here, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I was going to be on campus for one class, and that was my senior seminar. However, I did think a lot into it and decided to just be completely online for the rest of the semester. However, it doesn't really matter all that much because the rest of my classes were all online anyway, so what's one more added to it? It seemed pretty stupid to just go to campus for one class. I'm going to continue to be living in an off-campus apartment with my two roommates, and that'll just be that until I graduate, and there is no talk on graduation. I have no idea what's gonna happen, so that's kind of where I'm going from here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my recap for senior semester all online. Hopefully next semester will be better. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Comment down below like what the hardest part of this semester was for you. If you are a college and or high school student, I'd love to know. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.